this next whiskey, he is going to hate. That's my prediction.
Oh, that smells absolutely horrendous. It smells so uninviting. I think it's a German rye whiskey. So rough. I think it's maybe 50-odd%, but it doesn't really matter because it's the worst whiskey I've ever tried. Well, folks, obviously didn't love that first whiskey, so we're doing a rare part 2 of No Pride No Prejudice, and we have, delighted to be joined by a guest, we have Georgie Bell from The Heart Cut, who is responsible for this whiskey, which obviously we filmed the first one a while back and wasn't to my taste, wasn't to Ross's taste, and to be honest, we felt mortified because we love you, we love your brand, we love everything you do, and it just didn't speak to us. What has been the other sort of general feedback?
People love it.
Yeah, so it's clearly just us.
When you told me that you were like, this is awful, I was like, people love this. I love that whiskey. And I just feel like you just don't know much about it. Like you don't know enough about it to understand and appreciate the flavour nuances of this whiskey.
I think that's probably a fair summary because when you get into whiskey, you know, most people start with blends, go up to single malts, and sometimes you almost take a sideways step to rye whiskey. And some people love that, some people kind of struggle with it.
You're also, I've watched a lot of your videos. You're very...
somebody has to.
You're very Scotch focused as well.
We are, yes.
You're
which
really
isn't
Scotch-focused.
really what The Heart Cut does either.
No, we've bottled to date 21 whiskies from 17 distilleries across 11 countries. Only 2 of them have been from Scotland.
Okay.
We celebrate the whole world of whiskey.
Yep.
So for this tasting, you need to take off your Scotch hat.
Yes.
Please.
Okay. I'm open-minded. I'm ready. And I think you're totally right because I think me and Ross are both fairly ignorant when it comes to rye. I think we've had a few sort of bad experiences. I think it has got a distinctive flavour profile.
Yes.
That I think I pick up straight away. It's like, oh, it's a rye, it's not for me. Whereas perhaps I should be a bit more, open-minded, welcoming to new things. So you've kindly brought along a few different rye whiskies because they're not all the same. I suppose that's the key starting point, isn't it?
No, absolutely. And what I'm excited about in the world of whiskey and the world of rye in particular is that we've seen, obviously we know the resurgence.
Oh, very good. Yeah, like that. I could catch on.
The rise of American rye, right? And when we usually think of rye whiskey, we think of American rye. We think of that spice and we think of that Kentucky chew and we think of that MGP 95% rye mash bill, right? But actually over here in Europe, we've seen distillers across Europe use rye, but in different ways. Now they're making whiskey from rye because rye makes sense to them. If you look at whiskey, if you look at the grains that are used over the years, you look at the casks, whiskey is a story of pragmatism. It's like what makes sense to that distiller. Now for these 3 distillers here, we've got Kyro from Finland, we've got Fielden from England, and then we've got Stork from Germany. They're all in places where there is an abundance of rye. So why wouldn't they make a rye whiskey, right? But the big difference I find between what the European producers are doing with rye compared to America is that there's a lot of malting going on with their rye. And that turns that spice that you associate with American rye into like a breakfast cereal character that you get from some of these producers. What I love about these 3 is that you can taste the landscape of where they're from and you can taste how the producers have like turned to their local environment and said, we're going to make a whiskey that makes sense to us, to our land, and a flavour that makes sense to where we're from as well, which is cool.
Should we go left to right? So this one is from Finland.
So the story of Kyro is really cool because it was a group of 4 friends sitting in a sauna, drinking American rye, saying for a land known for its rye bread, for its abundance of rye grown, why are we not making a rye whiskey? Story of pragmatism. And so what sets them apart from their grain perspective is that all of their whiskey is made from 100% malted finish rye. So the rye is malted and we decided to bottle it at 52% ABV.
Nice, which is a generous presentation, but not a crazy strength either.
No. What are you getting? Don't say rye.
Say rye, smells like a rye. No. It's much more inviting than the Stork Club. I feel like I'm glad we've kept this to the end.
Yes.
I feel like this is going to build up to it. I'm going to become more appreciative of what rye can be, and who knows, I might love it
I
by the time
bloody
we get
hope
there.
so.
I mean, you've come all the way up to convince me.
Have you ever been to Finland or like a Scandinavian country where you get that?
I've not. I'd love to.
Okay. They're amazing. And you
Okay.
get, like, if you walk into a bakery there.
That's good, actually. That is good. And it lingers in a nice way.
Yeah.
It reminds me of maybe like a medium peated single malt. Again, going back to single malt Scotch, because that's what I do.
I know.
But it's a good thing. It's a nice comparison. In the same way as like Highland Park kind of stays with you and it's soft and it's not too aggressive. Prefer this to the official Kyro I've had before.
Okay.
I think this is a lovely dram, actually.
Tick.
Kyro
Okay.
from Finland. This specific bottling, very good.
Specific.
I think I'll need to revisit the core range, but Heartcut one, very, very good.
Cool.
Number 2.
Number 2 is our Fielden,
Yes.
who used to be known as the Oxford Artisan Distillery,
Yes.
or Toad, as we used to affectionately nickname it.
We
had been courting them for a while for this specific cask, because this is just, in my eyes, like epic. It is, again, 100% rye.
Yep.
But it's made up of 75% landrace heritage rye from around Oxford, and then 25% floor malted rye from Warminster, which is England's oldest malting house. Okay. It was originally matured in new American oak casks, and then it was finished for 2 years and 4 months in a 45-year-old ex-Solera Oloroso cask from a bodega in San Luca de Barrameda, coastal sherry territory.
Excellent pronunciation as well. I enjoyed
very
that.
much.
Like I'm on holiday.
Well, for me, you get the spice and the rye, the nuttiness from the Oloroso, but then there's a minerality and a salinity.
This one I have tried before. I think you kindly
Yep.
sent me a sample a while back, and I think particularly when you're new to whiskey, obviously a lot of people are daunted by tasting notes. Like, it just smells like whiskey, smells like rye. First time I smelled it was just like, it's vanilla ice cream, which is the most common whiskey note ever, but it was so vivid, and it totally blew me away because obviously I knew it was a rye, and I was like, it might be a bit disappointing, and it was so sweet and pleasant on the nose.
Yeah. This, honestly, for me, is like banana flambe, salted caramel, honeycomb, toasted walnuts.
Strength, because it smells like
It's 56.6.
which is insane.
Yeah.
I think the strength comes through a little bit more on the palate, but that vibrancy and those kind of sweet banana flavours you get on the nose are there in abundance on the palate as well.
Salted caramel in a glass.
And so different to the Kyro.
Yeah.
So different.
You should try it with a popcorn as well.
Oh, cool.
Sorry. So, toffee popcorn plus this whiskey.
And
It
this is
works
a
really
flavour match. It's not a contrast thing.
It's not a contrast, it's a flavour match, it's a nice thing. Imagine sitting down after dinner, you want a little something sweet, or if you're at a dinner party, you have this whiskey and you have a little bit of popcorn on the table.
Yeah. Whiskey and food, again, could be a whole other video.
Yeah.
Popcorn, everybody never thinks of it. I think chocolate, I think cheese.
But this works
seafood,
so
whatever.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Really good. I would say these two so far. Kyro, I'm probably thinking maybe like a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
This, maybe 8, maybe even 8.5. So we're getting gradually better.
All right.
However, we now move on to my nemesis, the Stork Club. Is this going to be a 10 out of 10?
So let's talk about this Stork Club before
Yep.
we dive into it. This is a 100% malted rye. So same as this one, but this one is made up of a combination of light rye, caramel rye, and chocolate rye. Okay. So it's that chocolate rye, which you also find in Glenmorangie Signet.
Yes.
Yeah. So remember that flavour. Okay.
Yeah. You're putting so much more effort into this one to convince me than the first two.
That gives the whiskey its chocolatey character. Now, on top of it, stop. Let me finish
Sorry.
before you
I just
jump
can't
in.
wait to get-
I know. So on top of that, it was then matured in a German Napoleon oak cask.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a cask made from a tree from Germany's southwestern border with France.
Sure.
And the forest is over 250 years old, and it's been through not only world wars but Napoleonic wars. Nice. And you actually have to scan the trees for shrapnel before you cut them down.
Yeah, don't want that in your
because
dram.
of the walls.
Yeah.
Now, think in your head, chocolate, spice, chocolate, spice, chocolate, spice, as you go into this whiskey now. Because for me, all I get, this is why I'm so astounded by your reaction, all I get on this is chocolate and like dark chocolate and dirty dark chocolate, like a chocolate digestive dipped in soil sort of character.
Okay. Nose is better than I remember.
Okay.
You know when you smell like vinegar or something you shouldn't drink and eat and your body's like, don't drink it, don't drink it. I get the same reaction from this dram. I think these two were a nice warm up.
Yep.
I do still think this is the least inviting of the three.
Fair enough.
But I'm not as sort of instantly, repulsed as I was the first time. So you're making progress. Do you have a favourite of these three?
I love them all for different reasons. Like I had a dram of this the other night. I really love it with a chocolate stout on the side as well. I love a beer pairing. And so this with like a chocolatey stout works so well.
It's not bad. It's still my least favourite of the three.
That's fine.
But it's maybe a 4, maybe a 5. I think actually with a stout or with something else, I think I would enjoy it more. On its own,
not for you.
Not for me yet, not today.
That's
Tomorrow, might try it again, might be completely different. Which is why whiskies and rye is so great. Exactly.
It's why whiskey in general is so great, because different moods, different ways of looking at the whiskey, different things of getting it up. I usually get like a big Black Forest Gatto note from this, and I'm not getting that right now. But then again, that's me right this moment in time. Yep. I'm literally just getting like cacao, like just loads and loads of it.
Yeah, I think it's, if I had a bottle on my shelf, it'd probably take me a while to get through it, but I think there'd be specific moments where I was like, tonight is the night, that's what I'm in the mood for.
Or
not an everyday whiskey, not a breakfast whiskey, as the old joke goes, but it's flavorful, it's challenging, it's complex, which I suppose is a sign of a great dram.
And also, two things, it's made you think.
Yep.
Right?
And it's broadening my horizons, because I'm not sure about you, but when I started with single malt whiskey, again, going back to malt, smoky whiskey, I hated it. Yeah. I bought a bottle of Tasker 10 after about 6 months and I gave it away. And now I love it. Now I think it's great stuff. So yeah, maybe I'm just on the early stages of that same journey.
Dipping your toe into the wider world of whiskey.
Yes, yeah. That might be it. Well, thank you so much for your time and the explanation. I say, going back to this stunning. Yep. Kura, very good. Stork.
With a stout.
Stork with a stout.
Stork with a stout.
Georgie,
cheers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really good drams. Thank you. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Bevvy content. We want to hear what you think, your best whiskey experiences, the whiskies you want us to try. It's a really exciting journey we're on, so make sure to join us. Download the Bevvy app on Google Play and App Store to keep track of your whiskey journey, connect with your whiskey friends, keep track of your favourites, anything you could ever want to do with whiskey, all in one place. It's the definitive whiskey companion.